Here we are.
I can't believe it. We're episode. Oh wait,
Nobody knows what episode.
We don't even
it is.
know anymore.
we
don't know
lost
anymore.
count.
We lost count. Episode Halloween special, I guess, is the episode we're on.
Third annual
Yeah.
Frenzy
That's
Halloween special.
Oh my
That is
gosh.
right.
Yes,
That's incredible. Blows my mind.
really is. You know, it's funny too. I remember last year around this time, like one of our big Halloween specials was Alan took us on the dark tour of
Yeah.
the Dark Hour, and I say the dark tour because it wasn't live when he walked us through it. Everything was lit up like normal.
Yeah.
Right.
This past weekend, he was working and the haunt was up, and I got to tell you, there were a ton of people there. And I definitely said, nanny, nanny, boo boo, I get to skip to the front of the line because Alan just walked past the whole line and started going in.
Yeah, there you go.
Because he was taking us on a tour of everything live. And I was like, this is cool. It's so different trying to experience it with you from last year when you walked us through and everything was like shut down. Well, the only problem is all the lights are off on the inside of this thing, and Alan's walking through this camera and you couldn't see anything. Like the stuff that was supposed to be lit up and where it was supposed to be lit up, you could see great, but like all the detail and everything that we got to see when we were doing our walkthrough. So I made sure to shout it out a couple times, like, guys, if you want to see a little bit more in depth of this and hear the story behind the 13 witches, last year we did a tour. Go check out last year's Toy Frenzy, because I think we were Toy Frenzy at that point still. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah, I can't remember when we made the switch. Was it before or after? But either way, sending people back to go watch and get a nice tour walkthrough. But one thing that we did get to do, and Alan couldn't hear us because it was so loud, is he opened up the North American Cryptid Museum. And his goal, of course, is to have a cryptid from every state.
Yeah.
So we got to walk through that and see all that. It was their soft open of that night. So we were like some of the first people to get in and see. It's really cool. I recommend. What I got to do is I got to clip a short of it and then just put that up so people don't have to watch through like 2.5 hours to find out when we went through the Cryptid Museum.
Yeah. A little message to Alan. Alan, if you're coming through the Fresno area again, maybe just to check on the haunt you built over here, please, we already chatted about it online, but let me know. I'm going to be really, really honest here. I have a little social anxiety, and so going to a haunt is feels like I'm absolutely terrified of going to a haunt by myself, not because of the experience of walking through it, the haunted mansion aspect, like because I love that, but all the people around me in dark places, like regular human beings. So Alan, I have not mustered the guts to go visit your haunt that's out here in Fresno at the Island Water Park yet, but when you are in town, I will go visit the location with you. I did post a video on my channel where we looked at like what the space looked like before he started building. So yeah, I mean, I just love what Alan does, and but yeah, you get me in a space with like 5 or 6 other regular human beings and they're this close to me, I start to feel really uncomfortable.
Totally get it. And we know Alan's got to come back through because Fresno has its own cryptid.
Well, yeah, and he actually apparently he included that the Fresno walker, what is it called? The Fresno Nightcrawler. There it is, folks. That is our cryptid that likes to stroll around Fresno streets. This thing is, if you've ever watched the video of it, it's very hard to explain how it
weird.
I don't know how it could be faked, and it actually predates the video footage, predates the digital technology that we have now. So I don't know. It's super weird, but yeah, apparently he did honor the Fresno Nightcrawler in his Fresno walkthrough haunt. So
it's important to get representation.
that's right. That's right. So folks, for the folks that are watching, we don't know if Bobby is going to show up. We don't know. We actually he hasn't confirmed with us whether or not he's going to show up tonight, and I'm not messing with you. And but fingers crossed he gets the courage to pop in, because it'd be great to see him. It's been a while. And Sean is right now, as we speak, trick-or-treating with his kiddos, so he might pop in a little bit later on. We will have to see. But it is sure good to see you guys. Oz, Adam, you guys doing all right?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing real good. You know, we were able to meet up twice this month, which, as most people who have been watching, that is a rare event these days. But we were able to make it happen, and it's always fun when I know I get to hang out with you guys. More than just that 1 week a month is not always enough.
I know, for me too. My spirit yearns. When I get to a certain point every month, it's like, it's been too long.
Yeah, we haven't done a Thursday frenzy, and it's like, it's only really been 1 month from before, but it just feels longer.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. Adam, how about you?
Good. I've been busy. It was my son's birthday recently too, and he really likes Herbie Hancock, so we took him to he was here in concert, so we took him to go see Herbie Hancock.
Whoa, that's
so
amazing!
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool that he's into Herbie Hancock. That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I guess they played one of his songs in band in school.
Okay.
So he just he got into it that way. So yeah, we went to go see him downtown.
It's just funny how you find out about some of these things and then kind of really get into it. You know, I said like a couple years ago, they did a Dragon Ball crossover event with Fortnite, and my son really attached to it. And his big sister had to let him know, your dad's a big fan of Dragon Ball. You should talk to him about it. And so like it just opened up this whole thing. So again, with your son getting into Herbie Hancock, which is a name I haven't heard since like I was a kid kind of thing, like that is something special and really, really cool that, it's getting passed down. And that's exciting. That is really exciting.
I had to look it up because the video for Rocket, I couldn't remember the name of the song. When I saw the video for Rocket in like 1982 or something like that, it just like fucking blew my mind.
Right?
All those like super like pasted together animatronic things and mannequins and then the music. Then I discovered what kind of music Herbie Hancock was making previous to that, and I got into him. So it's cool when you find out about young people who are getting into Herbie Hancock.
Well, how great is that it's through his band teacher too? Like, he's doing this, whole band thing with school, and they're like, we're going to play this. Like, I thought it was cool when our band teacher told us we were going to play Bad Boys, the Cops theme, because when that came out, and I'm like, there's no saxophone in that. What am I going to play? And, we all had our parts to play in the song, but it was just really, really, again, unique that here's my band teacher bringing this in. So their band teacher bringing back something like that and them getting into it. Yes.
I love it. That's
Don't
cool.
let it die. You got to keep bringing it back. Let people experience it.
Tell your son we wish him a happy birthday. Belated
Thank
birthday.
you. I'll pass that
Very
on.
much so.
We got some people in the chat. Let's have a look at these folks.
Sure. We got them all started up here. Henri, of course, first in tonight saying hello all. JMax77. Well, JMax774.
Oh.
YouTube's doing this weird thing where it's like showing a different name than what your @at is. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. The Final Countdown, speaking of old songs.
Yeah.
And forgive me if I don't pronounce this right. We got Arya Behu
It's Arya Babudian. And
Babudian. Okay.
yeah, hey, fellow Armenian out there. Arya, welcome to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Skelly. You saved me there. And we got a Rockabilly Bum saying the video was creepy. It's awesome. Thank you all for tuning in and watching tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is our Halloween special. Adam has an amazing Battle Ram blog report. Battle Ram report. Sorry, it's been a long time since we've said those words, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I haven't done one of those for a long time.
Like 3 months. That's insane to me.
Was it really? Wow.
Well, because we did the it was Superman. It was Fantastic Four. Then it was Motuniverse. And then
He-Man.org.
Oh,
He-Man.org.
That's right, He-Man.org. So that's 4 episodes. I know that there were 2 episodes one of those months. I don't, or maybe not. Maybe it's been 4 months, Adam.
I was going to say it's 2 episodes this month. I don't remember the last month we did 2 episodes in a month.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I know that it was
way too long.
Like the summer months when the movies came out, it was only as opposed to like a full month because we don't do any set Thursday of the month. It's kind of whenever we have free. Sometimes it's almost like 2 months before we do a show, and other times it's like 2 weeks before we do a show because we just happen to be able to meet up again.
You're giving me flashbacks of do you know the Jerk? That I love that scene in The Jerk where Steve Martin is talking about how long he's known her. The first day felt like a day, but the second day felt like 2 weeks, and the third day was like a week and a half, but the fourth day was like half a day. Yeah, that's how it feels.
Right. We got Kenzo's Creations dropping in saying evening, gentlemen.
Oh man, Kenzo just did a review of those new Masterverse figures, and the Mosquitor looks pretty good, but
I've wanted wings for Mosquitor since like Classics kind of did the legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
What was the other one though? So we got Anti-Eternia He-Man.
There's
Mosquitor.
Mantana.
Oh, Mantana's the one. So
Yeah.
Kenzo's review of Mantana really showcased it well, and I have a huge crush on that figure. That thing
that's
looks
a cool looking figure.
Amazing. Yeah.
Totally. That's one of the ones where I was thinking, I know Skelly isn't collecting all of these, but I have a feeling he is definitely picking up Mantana from this one.
Yeah, you know how I work.
Wait a minute. Oz, did you get the images I sent to you? I don't recognize the screen name. Who is this? I have to go back and.
I guess be careful.
What did you send them to me on? Was it Facebook or?
I know what this is. This he's doing like a 3D sculpt of a Battle Ram prototype.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He sent me pictures.
Yeah.
So I've seen those. They're really cool. So I think he's been kind of sending them out to different figures in the community just to get some feedback. I think he's eventually going to put it out for
that's
Kickstarter
true.
or something. I don't know.
That's right.
So yeah,
that's right.
At least somebody is working on it. Yeah, I did get those images, and man, it was good to see. You got elements of that prototype style, but then all the actual 3D printed parts to go on it. So it's like. It embraces everything the stickers gave us.
That's awesome. I see that. Yeah. I'd love to see those. See what this looks like. Maybe either tonight or in a future episode we can share images.
Yeah.
I'm on my tech wizardry right now.
Oz is so good at this.
We'll see if the computer keeps up. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's all right. And that's all right. That's right. Kenzo says Mantana is crazy cool.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. So I don't know, for tonight's episode, I'm really excited. We're going to be talking about our favorite Halloween movies and maybe some favorite Halloween memories. We have an amazing Battle Ram report that Adam put together for very particularly Halloweeny Masters of the Universe character. You can probably already guess if you are familiar with Masters characters, but man, I'm excited. I was just cruising through the slides tonight and I love them. But I think maybe we should talk a little bit about some things that we picked up. If there's anything interesting that you guys have picked up, because I definitely have some couple of things that I want to share tonight that I grabbed.
Well, I am not totally prepared for that. I think you guys saw I was on a Wolverine and Sabretooth kick. Did I show that off recently? Okay. So I did pick up the Storm and Wolverine 2-pack. So now instead of the bright colors from Secret Wars,
I love that.
The darker brown, and I finally have the snarling faces to go with him fighting off against Sabretooth. I picked that up. I don't have the Jersey Devil around me right now, but I picked up the Jersey Devil figure Obscura. That came in since the last time we spoke.
I was very tempted on that one. I avoided it, but I was very tempted.
That is definitely a tough one to pass on because, again, it's really close to home. It's so well known. I got really excited with that. I did get the Lion-O from Thundercats X-Mo 2. Cool. I did pick him up. I know Ed was able to grab a Chitara from up by him in New York because they had a bunch of them. So that's going to be working its way to me. As well as he did see the Ghost Viper, which was a G.I. Joe classified figure that I was all about, where, and Skelly, you might have appreciated these G.I. Joes, some of the weirder ones that were in the later years, like Christo Ball, a fortune teller working for Cobra.
Love it.
Lame, like really lame in a military line, but they made him look like Vincent Price, so he's such a cool little figure.
I remember that one. Yeah,
he was created by Stephen King, right?
Yeah. So then he, with Raptor, one of those other weird, outlandish ones, like this guy that dresses up like a freaking Falcon or something. When his classified figure was revealed, it was like one of the coolest figures I'd ever seen in the line. I'm like, that is awesome. They took a really terrible character, the accountant that dresses up like a Birdman on the weekends and is a terrorist. Let me do your evil taxes,
Yeah,
like,
love it.
Like such a lame guy. So I was like, okay, so maybe Crystal Ball won't be such a lost cause, like making sense coming into this line. And it wasn't. They gave him like a lot of different illusionary kind of accessories. Well, the Ghost Viper is supposed to be almost like an accessory pack for him. It's supposed to be like what people see under his spell. So it's a Viper that's in this black with like some translucent green, which gets me.
Yeah.
And then it's got swappable heads. One is like a Cobra head that you could put on it, so that it looks like this, Viper or whatever, this trooper has a Cobra head as opposed to just a normal face. And he comes with a spectral wolf and an actual spectral Cobra. All those it's just another reuse of the timber mold, Snake Eyes as wolf, but done with the black and green plastic. And the Cobra came from Serpentor, redone in black and green plastic. So he said that they had a bunch of those up there. He's going to score it for me. Let's face it, the only reason I really buy a lot of the G.I. Joe classified figures is for the pets anyway. So having a green spectral wolf or Cobra, so good. And I'm going to have like, my orcish tribe, they're very, very naturalistic. They're into like more druidism and natural stuff than like spells. So yeah, they're all going to be sitting around a campfire making up some kind of vision medicine, and they'll be getting high seeing spectral wolves in the woods. Little hallucinogenics.
Oz is over there feeding his action figures peyote.
Hey man, if you got to connect out there, let me know. It's been a long time. Everybody's micro-dosing these days.
Yeah, I don't think people have started microdosing peyote.
Peyote, no,
that's,
just mushrooms.
Maybe that's around the corner. Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see the spectral wolf.
When I get it in, I will definitely do some pictures for you, because it's just too cool. Like, it's so cool.
I have a question for you and for the Four Horsemen fans out there. Now that they're doing the cryptids, I mean, have they committed to? Because I know the Jersey Devil is like, that's where they are. They're in Jersey Devil territory. So
right.
Have they committed to Bigfoot or the Yeti? Because you get
no commitments on that stuff.
If Four Horsemen gets me a Yeti that I can put next to my Herald, that would be amazing.
So really what it is, when they do figure obscura, it's got to be something fair use, something in the public.
Yeah.
So that there's totally options to do cryptids, because nobody owns
nobody owns them,
nobody
or Yeti,
owns, right. And I know people like Loose Collector are releasing their versions, but they're massive and they're really expensive. So if we can get something from Four Horsemen, I don't know, something like that might be troll scale, so it might still be very expensive. Might be typically over $100 for a retail version of it.
Yeah,
might come in at that just under retail price, or just under $100 when they sell it direct. They haven't committed to it yet. They've said they've wanted to do that stuff for a while, but we will see if it is something that we can get more of in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, I've got my fingers crossed. As you know, I have a couple of the Four Horsemen Masters of the Universe inspired figures, and I'm always hesitant to jump into that pool, because I feel like it'll be the pool I can't get out of. It'd be like jumping into quicksand. So, Adam's going through a little bit of that, I think.
A little
bit.
And so but if they put out a Bigfoot or a Yeti, I'm gonna have a real hard time resisting that. I don't know about you guys, but I watch Bigfoot videos on YouTube all the time, hoping to see something convincing. Oh, there it is, Arya.
So this is the regular prototype.
Yeah.
And this is Arya's.
That's amazing.
So you see a lot more of that sculpted detail in there, not just the pictures. That slimmer kind of gun on the front of this here. This more raised section in the back of it. I mean, Mattel, seriously, get on with it.
Just you know what? If Mattel wants to make it up to us for not giving us a Battle Ram in Origins, they could easily just do a Battle Ram in this style for Masterverse, for New Eternia Masterverse, and that would be amazing.
I'd be down for that.
Sure.
That would be amazing. Make it epic, Mattel.
The more, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, we've only... Okay, so he says they are all 3D renders.
Cool. Nice.
But Mattel's been slacking. We've had the Sky Sled since Wave 1, Year 1. It was a cool 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Stop effing with my emotions, Mattel. Give me the rest of it. Stop playing.
I mean, I would even... It needs to happen.
It'd be one thing if they just came out and said that they weren't going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I feel like they released half of it and they need to finish. They need to finish the other half. We haven't got the other half. If they just come out and say, no, we're only doing the Sky Sled, I'd be cool.
This is how long ago it is now. I haven't even seen my Sky Sled in years. It's in the closet over there. I don't even know if I do. Do I still have it? That's how long it's been, Mattel. That's how long
It was 2020 when that came out.
Yeah.
I got more than one of them when they went on clearance because I wanted to be able to do the war sled as well as the sky sled.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on.
All right. What is Honor You says, I got me a vintage battle ram last weekend. Boy, that feels good, doesn't it, Honor You? The front doesn't click in, but it will be good display piece. Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
The joy I felt in getting my vintage one finally, that was immense.
Yeah. 100%.
Corey's saying, I'm hoping to make an Origins custom soon.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do it, man. I can't wait to see it. I love what he's doing.
And I always think you should make I had this idea to make one like a Mosquitor battle ram. like to replace the figurehead with the Mosquito head and then paint it like black and purple.
Why not?
I haven't done it, but that would be
amazing.
That would be fun. Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Adam, have you picked up anything cool lately?
Well, I did. I was, I got a couple things. A few things I've got recently for He-Man.org, which I recently scanned. So mini comics.
Nice.
Oh, one of my faves because it's got Scareglow.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fastest Draw in the Universe, the Rio Blast comic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Disappearing Treasures, one of the Princess of Power comics.
Yeah.
And A Born Champion, another Princess of Power.
Nice.
And Warrior Machine.
That's
very
amazing.
Cool. And I love the fact that they're those are all in such good condition because it's getting harder and harder to find the really good conditions, like minty, fresh looking comics these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So all those are scanned. They're all up on He-Man.org. My goal is to get all of them scanned. I don't own all of them, but I'm trying to get the ones that I don't have.
Right.
Looks like Corey might be following your inspiration.
Hey, if you want to make the Mosquitor battle ram,
I think that'll be amazing.
Let's do it. Let's see it happen.
That would be like something to give to Pixel Dan, like at a con or something.
Oh, without a doubt. I made this war sled with a Mosquitor head instead.
He would love that. Dan would love that.
All over it. Especially like if you could incorporate the new Mosquitor, the new Eternia Mosquitor wings to it somehow. I don't know. I just feel like so much better that Mosquitor has wings. I really enjoyed that about the new CGI series that came out a couple years ago.
So the wings that are on the Masterverse New Eternia Mosquitor look like they're very inspired by the what's her name?
Mosquitara.
Mosquitara. Her wings in the toy version of that figure, those weren't great figures, but the wings look just like that. So I love that they're incorporating even, very contemporary versions of characters.
I wanted to find there's a Marvel Legends Beetle figure. And it's not the male version, but the female version had these really cool looking wings. I wanted to find her figure and put them on my Origins Mosquitor.
Yeah, definitely. Arya says that I love black. That would be an amazing. So if that Mosquito or battle ram is black, it would be amazing. And then, do you want it to be RC? So remote control. That would be amazing, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it.
Yeah, we're all for that. I picked up a couple things, and then we'll get into our Halloween talk. So for those of you that are watching, the 8 of you that are watching right now, stick around.
Best is yet to come.
Best is yet to come. Although this guy is pretty special.
Look at him.
Look at his face.
Nice.
I have a deep. My wife and I have a deep appreciation for the cartoon Whiplash. And I think they did a really good. I mean, his face is a little bit smushed. His chin's a little bit smushed there, but I love this guy, and I love that they gave him the pose. You know, whenever he whips his tail, it's always a little bit. He does it with such, what's the word, gusto in the
Yeah.
cartoon. It's almost
Yeah.
it's
Right.
almost like check me out as I
Yeah,
as
exactly.
I whip you
Yeah.
with my tail. And he's always
He's very
like
proud of himself.
he always poses right after, and they did a
Yeah.
really good job of capturing that in this figure. And they used the forward backward bending hand for that they used for Prince Adam for his
The
gun.
sword aloft.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And it's solid. It's not hollow. It's not the hollow.
It's not
tail.
the rubbery one.
It's rubbery, but it's hard rubber. Pretty
Okay.
cool. And you know, the cartoon collection keeps getting better and better, honestly.
Well, now people are getting the 2000X cartoon collection in hand.
Yeah, I'm interested in only a few of those, like Beastman and Clawful
Evil Seed for me.
and Evil Seed, of course. And then if they do Stinkor, that would be amazing. And if
Yeah, the
he's gotta-
2000X.
he's got to come with Oedipus. And,
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
and then
Totally.
the merman will look amazing too. So like, there's a few that are on my list. And for those of us that can't afford the Mondo, this is it's a nice thing for Mattel to be making affordable versions of those characters.
Ones that, more easily obtained.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And so far, it looks like that they're kind of keeping that scaling, like that Beastman from 2000X that
He's
came
bigger.
out
Yeah.
is bigger than the standard. Now, mind you, his head's hunched down, so he might look a little smaller, but that's how he looked in the
But
show.
he's got the big beefy
That
shoulders,
hunk.
the
Yeah.
hunk back there. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. That's a good looking figure.
And I know some people were a little upset because they look at the toys from that line, right? They're looking
Yeah.
at the 2000X toys versus the 2000X cartoon, and they want those more detailed Four Horsemen stylized sculpts. But again, the idea of this line is that it is the cartoon
collection, yeah.
which the cartoon was, although different from what we were used to, it was simplified compared to the toy because it's easier to reproduce simple animation than it is to do those really complex drawings of what the Four Horsemen were sculpting.
I mean,
so I'm
yeah.
totally all for the toys being simpler, since again, it's to be based off the actual cartoon and not the action figures of its time.
Right.
I did correct. I had to correct Google's AI, though. They announced the Samurai He-Man that was going to be coming.
Yeah.
And somebody had asked, what the hell is this? Why is this even a thing? When did they get samurai influence in He-Man? So it's like, I totally remember that toy.
Yeah.
And that being in an episode when they visited the island of Anwat Gar, because basically the Gar people gave that Eastern influence look. And so that more Asian styled look.
Right.
And both He-Man and Skeletor got upgrades in that episode. Well, when I was trying to research the name of the episode, Google's AI told me it was only in toy. It was never actually, it was never in the cartoon. And I'm like, well, that's some bullshit because I definitely know I saw that episode. So I found
AI will just
screenshots.
make stuff up when it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, there is nothing to support that it was ever in the cartoon. And I'm like, yeah, the screenshots that I found on Google of that episode would say different. So yeah, it totally ended up, because again, I couldn't even remember the name of the episode at first, but then looking for that, it was just the Mysteries of Anwat Gar. So
right.
That was really cool. I like the correct Google machine.
Yeah, correct AI. It's
AI.
AI. AI is not intelligent yet.
Not intelligent enough.
I want AI to try and make this for me. This is the other thing I got.
I'm not convinced that wasn't made up by AI.
I think this was. Look at the hands. They're definitely AI hands going on here.
Yeah.
But like,
have like 20 fingers.
Yeah. I I posted this on Instagram, kind of like, and I also posted an image in the frenzied chat, just kind of fishing for information because I got this guy from an eBay seller. He said they said it was named King Burgor, like King Randor, but like Burger King, and which is brilliant, by the way, because King Randor does kind of look like the Burger King,
Right?
But
Hashtag Whoppers for Eternia.
that's right. That's right. But he also said that it was a Mexican bootleg, and I'm having a hard time believing that. Though he does feel like a bootleg. A lot of bootlegs are sometimes they're very heavy. They're either like blow mold plastic or they're very heavy plastic, solid plastic.
Right.
But there's some things here like the burger at the back of his neck. There's a burger on a grill on the top of his crown. His sword is definitely molded from real French fries. No one could sculpt that. That's
molded from French fries, folks. Not his sword is a moldy French fry.
No, it's molded from French fries. The hands do look like they could have been sculpted from epoxy sculpt, maybe, but
yeah,
at the same time, not. I mean, he's very solid, and the paint job's pretty great. And it's definitely, I'm a fan of Stinkor, and so this is definitely Stinkor with the mecha neck armor and the demon legs, but like, what the heck? And I got this for a very good price. I can just say it. I got it for $10, including shipping. So this is, every once in a while you come across something on eBay that's like a spectacular art piece that someone's selling for, next to nothing. But if anybody knows anything about King Burgor out there that's watching right now, please let me know. Hey, Brick, good to see you.
My son, when he was little, he used to call Burger King King Burger. I was like,
awesome.
"Can we go to King Burger, Dad?"
Yeah.
Let's go.
Great.
Yeah.
Oz, you predicted this, but of course Bud is making a joke about this. But yeah, the French fry from the 80 would be harder than plastic today. Yeah.
Told you, man. You get to them hard French fries in the bottom of the cup. They were so just shredding the top of your mouth open, man.
Yeah. This guy is my Halloween idol right now. It's like
it's so crazy.
Look at his black eyes. I'm pretty sure he's cursed, but I have not yet experienced it. Knock on wood. We'll see.
It's going to be like The Ring, basically. You have 7 days.
Exactly. It's like The Ring meets Toy Story. It'll be great. It meets Toy Soldiers.
Came from a Dybbuk box.
Yeah, totally.
Dybbuk box off the dark web.
So yeah, if anyone knows anything, if you're watching this after the fact, after it's live, you're watching this tomorrow, next day, if you know anything about
the person that created it,
I need to
send Skelly a message.
I need to talk to you. If you're the person that created it, I'm super excited about your artistry, and we need to talk. We'll have you as a guest on here if you are the artist who made this.
Right? We love that kind of weird, goofy stuff.
We love it so much. I mean, I especially just like, I saw it and fell in love immediately. It's just like spectacular. Plus, I like I like anything pertaining to burgers. Like my friend Mark and I are making these anthropomorphic googly eye burgers.
That's awesome.
His nice solid hamburger. Yeah, I love this stuff.
Got that right from McDonald's Direct.
That's right. Kenzo said, I think my great-great-grandfather made it.
It's a possibility. I wouldn't put it past it.
I believe it.
We've always felt that King Randor looked like he was going to challenge Burger King.
He essentially is the Burger King. I mean,
right?
Yeah. But I think he spent too much time in the fryer area. And his DNA was mutated somehow.
Well, that's definitely where that one came from.
He came right out of the fryer for
He
sure.
put him in the fryer because he needed to soften up the plastic so he can get it all to pop together right, and then it just fused on its own.
Remarkable.
He was supposed to come in with a burger in hand, and it got attached to the back of his neck. He got that burger neck.
Yeah, totally. The burger neck just kills me. It's so weird.
It's got to be because they couldn't get the head to line up with the neck of the Motu toy. Like, that's got to be why. There had to be like some kind of gap there, and they didn't know what to fill it with. So they were like, make a burger collar.
There's even ketchup dripping down the burger
That's
neck.
so weird.
Wow.
So weird. Hold on, let me. Oh, I'm bigging you. Look at that detail though, because again, it's painted. There's painted lettuce in there, like you said. There's painted ketchup,
cheese, ketchup. There's sesame seeds on one of his shoulders, but not on the other, because that's rad.
Right,
You know, it's like he's got style too.
Sesame seed gauntlets. Nothing protects your forearm from blunt force trauma like sesame seeds.
His little teeth are individually painted. I mean, it's
insane.
It's insane. It's the best kind of insanity. I love it. For $10, I'd buy one of these. I'd buy one of these.
That's the other thing. It was $10 shipped. When's the last time you were able to buy a figure $10 shipped?
You know, at this point in time, that box that it was shipped in was probably $8 to ship. Like, I don't understand. I mean, there are cool people. There are cool artists out there. I saw one guy on, I forget what his name is, but he goes and he buys like little ceramic figurines from thrift stores, takes them home, uses epoxy sculpt to like turn them into something else, and then he just puts them back in the store on the shelf. And so there are people who are out there who are very generous with their art, and I think that might be the case because the guy did not respond to my email inquiries. So he's having a blast.
He's like, I can't believe I sold that for $10.
I think he wanted to. I honestly, he couldn't have done it by mistake. I'm pretty sure he wanted.
No, because you got to change it. You got to post it. So, you know, you put that price on there on purpose.
Yeah.
I think I just got lucky.
For this King Randor, if you give him $5 today to buy a hamburger, he will gladly repay you on Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it makes me want to make stuff. Like that's really what
you got to get yourself another cartoon collection Whiplash, because he's got the perfect jaw shape to make a custom origin style Popeye.
Oh my god, or Grimace.
Grimace. But I'd like to see, like, you know what? That will work. Make a Grimace and have Grimace versus King Randor origin style.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Joe Amato did an amazing Popeye not too long ago. It's vintage Masters of the Universe style. So
yeah,
I love Joe Amato's work.
Oh, yes.
Well, let's jump into our Halloween discussion. I love that we can like leave the chat alone for a while sometimes, especially when we get more than, when we get into the double digits, because then they're conversing with each other. And I love seeing that. We appreciate every single one of you that pop into these and join the chat. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's a couple things that you can invest in the world that you can never get back.
Mm-hmm.
One of those things is your energy,
mm-hmm.
and one of those things is your time.
Yeah.
And so for you guys to invest your time to spend hanging out with us tonight, we really appreciate it, since for a lot of us, at least, this is a big holiday. I know several of us in and amongst this community, this is our favorite holiday, even over Christmas and stuff.
Mm-hmm. This is a lot of us, and we've known each other long enough to be able to say this. People in the chat too, like we've known you for a long time, and I'm confident in saying that a lot of us, Halloween is our favorite holiday, and it's also sort of a way of looking at the world that's exciting year round. I was just thinking about this because I watched an interview with Guillermo del Toro talking about his new Frankenstein movie, and he was talking about how monsters represent a part of us that's difficult to talk about. Not monsters aren't evil unless they're doing horrible things in the movies, but like they're always misunderstood weirdos, like this guy, or or Merman, or Stinkor, or Beastman. There's a genuine quality to their originality and to their uniqueness, and we're all I'm paraphrasing him, but he said something along the lines of we're all monsters in a way. We all have that uniqueness to us. That doesn't mean we're mean or bad. It just means that we're unique and we have interesting interests.
Agreed.
It's amazing that I got to speak to Guillermo del Toro. I didn't get to speak to Guillermo del Toro, Brick. That would be amazing. I just watched him on like Sunday morning. Was it CBS or NBC Sunday morning? I don't know. Watch that interview. It's really good.
I mean, we could reach out and see if we can invite him to the show.
I think Guillermo would be a great guest, honestly.
Yeah.
I've done crazier things to reach people.
Well, we'll announce Guillermo del Toro, but if we just have some guy named Guillermo as a backup, because we can't get him.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure he speaks Portugal too, and not just Spanish.
If I show him that I'm crazily making a Matterhorn, I think he would be interested in coming to talk to us.
He would ask you for one, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a fan of Disneyland too, so there's a lot to talk about.
Right. I'm looking up his social media right now.
Oh, good. Let's get
seeing what the best way to, reach him.
Let's do that in real time right now, everybody. Let's all reach out to Guillermo del Toro. I'm sure he's not busy at all, especially with Frankenstein having just hit theaters. So
we'll invite him on like it's a press tour for Frankenstein.
There you go. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Look, we've got these shows and people go around and they go to conventions and they get special press passes. It's about time I start leaning into that a little bit more. I never try to flex that or use my influence for evil, but sometimes
or for good.
Sections I do use it for good.
Yeah.
I definitely use it for good.
Speaking of conventions, Motooniverse, I'm hoping that some of the people that are in the chat right now will be at Motooniverse in May, because some of us are going to be there, and we've got some plans, so there will be a Frenzy presence.
I was just going to say, like, with the exception of locking down the actual plane tickets, it is 100% confirmed that the Frenzy, in whatever way, shape, or fashion, will be present at Motooniverse this upcoming 2026 Memorial Day weekend. We are going to be there.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly how many of us are going to be there, but we are working it out. We are going to be there. It's going to be cool. You're going to be able to see Skelly's art up close and in person.
Yeah.
Get a chance to meet us. And again, like, Skelly and I have been able to meet in real life, and Adam and I have been fortunate enough to meet in real life. This is going to be the first time we're all going to have like days where we can spend hanging out together. As we man a booth, we get a chance to meet all of you. And then on the same breath, like, we could go out and go to a dinner that night and hang out and just have some fun. So
yeah, I'm hoping to see the California Frenzy Knots there, like Brick and Kenzo and Ace, seeing those folks there. But if you guys are planning to, if you folks are planning to travel out to California to the Motooniverse convention, it would be amazing to see you all there. It's 4.5 hour drive for me, so I would be stupid to not be there. It's so exciting to have a Masters of the Universe convention in California again for me as a Californian, and I couldn't be. I'm so excited that the fundraising has gone well, and so it's definitely happening. It's very cool.
But so you want Guillermo del Toro, but you get Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Yeah,
Sure.
Which would also only if he handed me a microphone like he handed Eminem when they shot that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Guillermo from the Kimmel Show, so that would be amazing too. I'd go for that.
Okay,
if we get Guillermo del Toro and Guillermo from Kimmel to talk to each other about monsters, that would be amazing.
So I will have you all know I have gone on and tried to reach out to Guillermo del Toro while we are live. And I don't know what I need to do, but apparently it says not everybody can message this account.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I don't know what's going on with that, but so far my attempts have been futile. But that does not mean I'm giving up.
Whenever,
it's not totally shocking.
Not at all.
Every wall has a way around it, under it, through it, over it. So there's always a way. There's always a way.
Oh, I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna stalk his social media.
Kenzo, don't they know who you are?
Not yet, but that's only because I haven't messaged them yet. They gonna know. They gonna learn.
They gonna know. Well,
I was trying to think of something clever to say there about what I could do to them, but then I realized this is live and that could all be turned around into something very bad. And I'm joking about stalking his social media now.
Podcaster threatens Guillermo del Toro.
Right? I'm not going to put that out there. No, I'm going to try to reach him so we can have him on the show. It's a completely different thing. Because why not?
I'm going to tell you all. I'm going to start this conversation off right now by saying one thing, and that is tomorrow's Halloween. I'm very excited to not have to do anything. Our kids have been outside of the realm of wanting to hang out with us for trick-or-treating for a while now. They're both in college. Our oldest is going to be graduating college soon, and our youngest just started college. But one of the most triumphant moments that I had as a dad is getting them allowing me the permission to expose them to Young Frankenstein, and the fact that they enjoyed it as contemporary young people was absolutely heavenly. And Young Frankenstein is one of the greatest films ever made in the universe. I know there might be some people that might differ with that opinion, but I believe genuinely that it's up there with some of the greatest films ever made. Comedy is not easy to do. Young Frankenstein is amazing. And tomorrow night, my wife and I are going to sit down. We're going to watch Young Frankenstein, and that is it. I'm so excited. And, I've got my Gene Wilder
nice.
And I found this guy for $6 at, what was it, $8 at Ross. But look at this. I don't remember the name of this because I threw away the box. But I've seen these figures online, and I didn't think that they were real. I thought they were digital. Like I've seen Seinfeld characters, but look at that Gene Wilder. He looks great.
I mean, it almost looks like it popped out of Rick and Morty.
Right? Totally.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's solid vinyl. It's very well made. It's amazing what you find at Ross.
He's going to show up on an episode of Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, and
I'd be down with that.
Me too. He does look like he's straight out of a Bob's Burgers episode.
Right? Like that lack of chin just straight into a neck. And
straight into a neck. Yeah. Like Whiplash.
Yeah, just like Whiplash.
But yeah, I had to share that right off the bat because there's a lot that we can talk about regarding Halloween, but I just have to give props to Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder and the team that made Young Frankenstein. That movie will always be just for me one of the best, the absolute best.
Right. I mean, you know, and in thinking of like what to do for a Halloween special, you know, I really quickly threw it out that we should talk about Halloween movies or scary movies or something like that. Things that just help influence the spooky mood this time of the year. Because this is the time of the year where a lot of not so popular horror movies get thrown up onto the different streaming sites so that you can see them. I know one for me, because it is extremely seasonal, that I like to watch every year around this time, ever since I was a little kid. Totally Ray Bradbury's Halloween Tree.
Like, oh, yeah. So good.
Without fail, have to watch it every year.
It's so good.
I haven't seen that, but I just saw somebody did a video on it on YouTube recently, and it looked really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's one of the best. It was my first introduction into other cultures' celebrations around this time of year that just I was not privy to. Yeah. Like, I had no idea. I just thought Halloween was I dress up like a scary monster or something like that, and people give me candy because they don't want me to eat them or something. I didn't know like what the stories behind that were. And of course, even that only scratches the surface in that movies of like different cultures. Like some of it was about the different beasts that you could see on Halloween, where others it was like their traditions and how they celebrate this kind of thing. But even then, there's still so much to learn about, like the carving of jack-o'-lanterns, you know. Goes back to an old Irish thing where it was the original jack-o'-lanterns were carved into a turnip. How much light are you going to get from a carved turnip? It's a fucking turnip.
This is what I love about old traditions. Do what you can with what you have, you know?
Right? Right. Well, they didn't really get pumpkins until they came over here to the U.S.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
like, you know, for years, there's all these people walking around in the middle of the night with a carved turnip. No wonder they were seeing shit.
And imagine being the first person to be like, let me try that with this big orange thing, because nobody really wants to eat it. It's sitting in the yard. Like, what do I do?
Right.
And then they're like, let me carve it like Grandpa did with the turnip. And then they're like, holy shit, it's empty. And I can do this. Like I take the seeds out, put a candle in. Like what an amazing, phenomenal.
Well, and then the other fun events, right? Because like you carve your pumpkin, and Ray mentions it here, roasting the pumpkin seeds. Like you harvested all the seeds from your pumpkins. Like, you know, that's just part of it. You put that stuff on a tray and you roast them.
Yeah, love it. I love pumpkin seeds.
What about you, Adam? What's a great movie that you like to watch this time of the year that really kind of puts you in the mood?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky because we still watch stuff with our son. And, but one thing that we like to, and I didn't grow up with this because it's too recent, but it's Monster House. Have you seen that?
Yes,
I haven't seen that
Monster
one.
House. Yeah. Oh man, so
I think it's
good.
From the early 2000s ish. It's like.
It's CGI.
It's like a CGI. Yeah. CGI.
I've seen parts of it. Yeah.
It's on Tubi right now.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's an interesting. I don't know. It was written part of it was written by Dan Harmon, who did Community and Rick and Morty, right? So it's actually, even though the animation's a little bit like. I don't know, Uncanny Valley.
Oh yeah, right? Like Polar Express.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly dated by now, you know.
Yeah. But it's kind of a legit little horror film, even though it's, you know, for kids, and it's just, you know, kind of the classic thing where the kids are seeing something and the adults don't believe them. And they have to investigate and you know, kind of figure it out. And they get drawn into the danger of this living house. So we've been watching it every Halloween ever since we heard about it.
That's cool. I need to see that.
So it came out 2006, was released by Sony Pictures, and again, the animation may not be as great by today's standards, but it's still pretty good, especially again for its time. It was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature and the Golden Globe Award for Best Animated Feature.
That's awesome.
It lost out to Happy Feet and Cars on those, but it was nominated, which is still a pretty big deal. And again, this wasn't like it was a Pixar movie or one of these. It was Sony Pictures that put it out, but it wasn't like, again, one of the big animation studios that we all know that's like, going to be a dead winner like DreamWorks or something like that. Is a fantastic movie. I love it. And it's definitely a good one to watch every year, Adam. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Yeah. Me too. It's something that I remember seeing, like when I was working at a video store around the time that it came out. And I think when we got it in, we put it on. I remember being impressed by it. So I need to go back and watch it. Our daughters never showed an interest in that. But that's something that I should watch for sure.
Well, it's just one of those films where it's not really tied to anything else. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes those movies get a little lost with the shuffle of all the other big pictures, that come out, and you kind of miss it, especially when it's something as seasonal as that is, because all of that happens on Halloween night, so it's definitely a Halloween film.
Paranorman is one of those too. Didn't Justin work on that? I think Justin said he worked on that.
He did Paranorman.
Yeah, that's when I saw. Now that's something that I did rent when I saw it when it came out, because it's stop motion animation. Movies that come out that are stop motion, I'm always like, I gotta see it. And it blew my mind actually. Like
when it came out, it was like around the same time as Frankenweenie, so I kind of would get the two kind of confused.
Yeah.
But Paranorman's the one that he worked on. And actually, that's the one I like better.
Yeah, Paranorman's a really good movie. Frankenweenie is sort of typical Tim Burton fare, and at this point, what's really interesting and odd about Tim Burton is how normal it is now. When Beetlejuice came out and when Batman came out, all of that was just like
even up through Sleepy Hollow,
even through Sleepy Hollow, all the way up until I guess what would be the last one where things just started getting less interesting.
It's hard to say because
Corpse Bride.
Was this shit. Yeah. I think Corpse Bride was really the one where it's just reached a level of normalcy.
Yeah, normalcy. Corpse Bride, because
we had things like Corpse Bride, Alice in Wonderland. Like that was another one that he did right around that same time.
Alice in Wonderland really sort of. I was very enthusiastic about Tim Burton for many, many, many years. I love even his most normal films like Big Eyes and Ed Wood, like these films.
I was going to say Ed Wood's another.
Ed Wood's a masterpiece. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, folks, if you haven't seen Ed Wood, you need to watch it right now. It's perfect for this season. It's an amazing movie, and it's historically accurate and very interesting. And it's Tim Burton at his most normal. That one and Big Eyes, I guess. But like, he got to a certain point where his style, kind of like Wes Anderson now, where the style is expected, and you turn on. We're watching Wednesday with the family. I walk down the street, I could say, "Have you seen Wednesday?" And they're like, "Yeah." But when Beetlejuice came out, it's like, "Do you know about this guy Tim Burton?" They're like, most people were just like, "I've heard about it. It looks weird," and you felt like you were part of a special club with a movie like Beetlejuice. Right.
So Coraline was not one of Tim Burton's movies.
That's
it was highly influenced by, but it was not one of his movies.
It's the same animator who directed Nightmare Before Christmas, I believe, Brian something.
Right.
And who also did the stop motion animation, directed the James and the Giant Peach.
Right.
It's,
Well, Tim Burton actually was a producer on James and the Giant Peach.
He was, and a producer of Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people think that
Right.
Tim Burton directed Nightmare Before Christmas, but
Mhm.
it's not the case. But anyways, that's like, Ed Wood's great. Frankenweenie's really good, actually. I
So-
watched
I
that
like
recently.
Frankenweenie.
Coraline was the same studio that did Paranorman. Justin
Oh,
Rosh
okay.
didn't work on Coraline, but that was
Right.
the same animation studio.
That wasn't
Right.
Brian. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Then I'm
I'd
getting
have
it
to
mixed
look
up.
it.
Henry Selick.
Henry Selick, not
Is it-
Brian. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Brian. But yeah, Henry Selick. That's the guy.
Yeah, I
Henry,
read the book on
Brian.
that one too. It was a good book.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of it's kind of like a young adult-ish book, but
Yeah.
it was a good,
Yeah.
solid
Yeah.
story.
Who wrote is that Roald Dahl?
It's it's Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman.
Who
Yeah.
I like his books a lot, although he turned out to be kind of a creep. But
Yeah, that was.
We
Really kind of
didn't know
disappointing.
that. Like, I
Yeah.
can't take away the influence that Neil Gaiman has had on my life,
Right.
mhm.
and I will still appreciate all of the work that I did like. But yeah, definitely, like, if he puts out anything now, I'm going to be less inclined to want to see it.
It just sucks
Yeah.
when like somebody that does really exciting things that you admire turns out to have made bad decisions that hurt other people. Like that just sucks. I mean,
It does.
it's hard. It's hard. It's a hard pill
Yeah.
to swallow. But Coraline will always be great. The girls are both of our daughters like that movie, and in fact, it
Yep.
scared our youngest. But they've learned to love it.
I watched that one right after I watched Monster House a couple weeks ago.
Oh, there you go.
That was literally my morning. I woke up and it was like 4:00 in the morning, and I went ahead and I made some coffee and I was having a cigarette and I watched From Hell. Which is a great movie if you haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
it is.
Another Tim Burton one.
Yeah. It's
With
Johnny
Johnny
Depp. It's with
Johnny
is
Depp.
Is that Tim Burton directed?
No, you know what? I don't think he did that one because it was Sweeney Todd was the one I was just thinking
Sweeney
about.
Todd.
when I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Which again, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But yes, so From Hell, it's a graphic novel. Really, really awesome. The movie was good. And then after that, it was Monster House popped up as like the next in line to watch.
Mhm.
So I watched that, and then Coraline popped up after that.
Nice.
And it started getting me in the mood. So then, like the next weekend, I'm hanging out with my buddy Corey, and like we watched all of the Scream movies. And when I say all of them, yes, I mean all of them.
Whoa.
I hadn't realized there was like 4
12.
that I missed. Well, like I thought there was just the first 3.
Yeah.
And then I found out, like, I remember when 4 came out and I never got around to watching it. So then 4, I was like, okay, looking for that. And then it was like, oh yeah, here are these other 2. And I'm like, wait, what? So we did 4, 5, and 6, and 7's on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just like I didn't realize that they had actually finally caught up to like those Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street numbers. And that's one that started in the 90s. It's one of the reasons why I like it so much. I remember when it first came out and I could see it.
Yeah. Scream's a great movie. We watched that as a family not too long ago. We didn't watch any of the sequels, but just because it's almost like the first one is so good, for me at least, I'm always scared that a sequel will disappoint me. And I still to this day haven't seen any of the sequels.
One of the things that I liked about it was like each step, like each sequel that they do, they kind of like really limit that idea of bringing back the characters from the previous, which again, a lot of sequels depend on it. Now, mind you, they bring like everybody back all the freaking time. Because Neve Campbell's definitely been in every single one, except for I think she was even in the most recent one.
Interesting.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be in the next one too, because I just watched the trailer for it today. But again, even oh shoot, I can't think of her name. Monica Geller from Friends. Courtney Cox. She was in Motu.
Oh yeah.
She's been in like all of them. But we went on this tirade. We watched all the Scream movies completely all the way through. And then afterwards, like, you know, we noticed they also had all of the Friday the 13th movies and all the way up to part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. So we went through and we watched all of those.
Wait a minute. You're talking about 48 hours straight of watching movies.
We binged up out of
that's
some slasher
that
movies.
Is incredible.
Wow.
That's admirable. I can't do that.
I mean, we just wanted to hang out, so you know, we were door dashing food while we were setting up the next one, and we're smoking a little bit of the Sheba Cheeb, and you know, just having a good old time, getting into the Halloween spirit, watching these movies. You know, but it's been nice. It's been fun to like really sit down and marathon some of the stuff because I haven't in years. Like I said, I'd missed 3 Scream movies that I didn't really know about, and I'm glad that I did because now I know that there's another one coming out. Matthew Lillard's back in it, and he died in the first one.
Yeah, so, how's that going to work?
I'm not going to spoil anything that happened in the other 3. Like if you haven't been following along, I can't tell you any plot points, but like they really it seemed like that was a shut deal. Like he was not coming back, and now it's like no, he's going to be in next year's movie.
Shaggy's back.
Now, well, the funny thing is they brought Stu, Skeet Ulrich's character from the first movie. He was definitively dead, and they've brought him back into it. Like over the past couple, so you've got to see how they bring him back.
Now I'm thinking I really need to invest some time in this.
Meanwhile, they've definitely wiped out everybody else. So if you have Paramount Plus, it's all on Paramount Plus.
I don't. Yeah.
All the movies are up there, and I think maybe one of the other streaming services might have them all too.
I'm gonna look into it. Now you've really enticed me because to bring back the dead characters is a chore in itself, but to also get rid of the, I'm just gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
And Kenzo says a little off topic, but he did get his seat secured for Back to the Future at Cinemark.
Oh, dang. That's awesome. Nice job, Kenzo.
Bud threw out another one of my most favorite Halloween movies. Ernest Scared Stupid is an absolute staple.
Yeah, that's a good one, Bud, for sure.
Yeah.
First off, you should be rewatching all the Ernest movies throughout the year, as there were several that could be seen in it. Ernest Goes to Camp is a great summer movie, especially to watch with Friday the 13th or Sleepaway Camp. Just do a lot of summer camp movies all together, and that needs to be in there. Yeah. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, God, yeah. Incredible.
Ernest Goes to Jail. So, again, you could put these movies on any time of the year, but yeah, I mean, watch them. Put them in the rotation.
I love those movies.
And he brings up that he also likes to watch the old classic monster movies.
Oh.
And go ahead, Scally.
No, that just reminds me because I don't know if I mentioned this, like about this time last year, I read this book, The Lady from the Black Lagoon, about Millicent Patrick, who designed the Creature from the Black Lagoon costume and design. And she didn't get credit for it for most of her life, which is so disappointing and so misogynistic. But she also designed Millicent Patrick also designed the Metaluna Mutant, which I saw at Target once recently, the NECA one, and it's amazing. And I'm very tempted to get it. Haven't gotten it yet, but I highly recommend this book by Mallory O'Meara. It's about the woman who designed the Creature from the Black Lagoon, who also did some animation on Fantasia too, Millicent Patrick.
Neat.
But I got this. I found this. I audio booked it about a year ago, so I listened to the book. Then yesterday, when my wife and I were at Barnes and Noble, I found this at Barnes and Noble, and it's signed by her.
Oh, no kidding!
Which is crazy to me.
Is she one of those ones that goes in and like will randomly sign the copies of her book?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe she did a book tour where she signed a bunch and they didn't sell, but they just put them on the shelves.
I mean, how lucky. Anyway,
you got to find out. You got to research the author, and
I'm stacking up research projects over here, guys. I don't know what to do.
all the things.
All the things, yeah. But yeah, I love that. We love the classic monsters. Creature is my favorite, but I love all of them.
If it wasn't for the foundations built by those classic movies, I wouldn't have the love that I have for all the creatures that go bump in the night. I really, really do love all of it.
Speaking of creatures that go bump in the night, I think it's time. Now,
is it time?
I can't find it. Let's see. Where did it go? I think it's time.
You ready? Did you want to hit it or me?
I can't find it. You're going to have to hit it.
Welcome to another edition of the Battle Ram Report, brought to you by Adam, author of the BattleRamblog.com website, the best Motu site on the web. He'll throw you a He-Man punch and a Skeletor blast. Be ready to get some knowledge. Take it away, Adam.
Oh, man. So where did you find it, Oz? Because I couldn't find it on my end.
Media assets on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah. Right there. I almost clicked on it. So, Adam, let's talk about this.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of of classic monsters, although he's bizarre, but he's also kind of a vampire. So,
yep.
He's the Dracula.
He's a little vampire, little Metaluni mutant,
He's
looks a bit
pretty
like,
much everything.
Like from Beetlejuice, where the husband stretches his face out.
Yep,
kind of.
Totally. Yeah. A little bit of Alec Baldwin in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the most terrifying part of him, the Alec Baldwin.
Right.
Oh man. It's great because we were talking about the Mosquitor battle ram that Corey might make. So, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mosquitor, he came out towards the end of '86. Normally, so I've talked about this before, but like some of the '87 figures, they came out a little earlier than we thought. So late '86. One of the last unique Evil Horde figure. There was also Buzzsaw Hordak released along with him, but the last unique character for the Evil Horde line. So kind of go through, conceptually, what did Mattel do similarly? So there's Gregory, who's a vampire, like a big vampire bat, but he also had this blood pumping feature in his chest where you basically pump it and watch the blood kind of circulate through this clear window in the chest, which is
so cool.
Mattel, they like to recycle features and ideas as much as they can. Yeah.
One of my favorites is the battle damage feature from the little Hot Wheels.
The crack ups,
Yeah, the crack ups. I mean, just brilliant. I love that.
Absolutely. So this is Brainiac by Ted Mayer. This is kind of just tangentially related, but we think this probably would have had that blood window feature or slime or something would have been pumping through the clear brain window. So kind of just Mattel thinking about, okay, what could we do? What character could we create around that feature? This obviously wasn't made, although it does look a little bit like Monstroid if you remember what that looks like.
Right. Yeah. It's you can see where this might have been the design, and then they broke it up amongst other things, and they were going to rework a gimmick into it and went a different direction.
So, and forgive me because I may have missed this, but this was not made during the Classics era, was it?
No, they never made it. It gets brought up from time to time when people talk about, like unmade designs that they could make. I think it's less likely to be made because you could see this would be a more expensive figure to make.
It's doable though. I mean, if you've
Yeah.
got I mean, we have Slush Head, just
Yeah.
make that dome just bigger and put a fake brain in there. I
Yeah.
mean, especially with the Masterverse New Eternia Mantenna with the eyes they're like underneath sort of clear plastic domes for the eyes.
Mhm.
I could see this being made. And I don't see this being more than $35.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
could
it
see
really,
this.
yeah, it could definitely be
I
something
guess
that
it
happens.
depends. Yeah, if they do it in Masterverse or if they do it in Origin. I guess they'd probably do it Origins.
Origins would be amazing. Yeah,
Origins would be really cool.
Yeah.
Brick brings this up. He loves this thing, Ultraman with 4 arms coming out of his head.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever seen similar to like Super Sentai, which gave us Power Rangers, there's Ultraman, which I will say, admittedly, going back, Ultraman is way more ultra violent. If you watch like the original Japanese stuff, they just shred kaiju monsters in there. This it definitely looked like color scheme wise, it looks like Ultraman, but design wise, it really looks like something Ultraman would have fought. So that's pretty crazy.
That's part of what I think is really cool about it is it looks like it could be out of one of the background villains in Power Rangers or Ultraman but the fact that he's got the claws too, because I love the claws. Oh man, I want Mattel to make this.
Yeah.
But not before we get the back half of the Battle Ram.
God, we need the Battle Ram.
Battle Ram first. Priorities, people. Battle Ram first.
As much as I love to see them continuously pumping out all this really awesome stuff, I want them to, I'm not even asking them to finish the vintage toy line. I just want them to finish the vehicle that they started.
I think I think part of the problem is us. Like we get excited when they go on tangents because we go on tangents too with our interests. It's like we're interested in this and then we're interested in that, and then they're like let me do Transformers Masters of the Universe, maybe that'll get them. And then we're like, half of us are like, I think I'm gonna just say maybe less than half of us, because even though some of us are like, no, I'm not going to get it. We see it on the shelf and they were like, okay, that Skeletor's Transformer is pretty badass. But I think Mattel just knows we're going to fall for it, whatever they put out.
Look, they gave us Stingor, a completely new Scorpion character, going into the line.
Yeah.
Before we've even gotten the already existing Scorpion character for the same faction,
Scorpia.
Scorpia, I'm a little miffed.
Me too, but at the same time, I'm miffed too. I want Scorpia desperately.
I'm excited as hell for getting Stingor though.
But Stingor looks amazing, right?
The little teases and stuff on his box too, where it's like, hey, who's this weird looking character back here behind all this stuff?
This is the problem. We are the problem, folks.
Yeah.
We are the problem.
It's true. We see a shiny object.
We do. Yep.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh. We fall for the James Woods trap. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Totally.
Ooh, piece of candy. That's how they get us.
That is so true. All right, next slide. Sorry. We got
all right. So
yeah,
you always got to bring up Mantisaur because the face, the eyes especially look so much like Mosquitor. So I always just bring him up whenever I'm talking about Mosquitor.
I thought this was Mosquitor's ride.
Yeah,
it should be and could be. They would look amazing together.
Totally. Yeah, the colors.
I'm sure. It's guaranteed. Some Masters of the Universe collectors out there have them displayed together right at this moment.
I totally get that. This was Hordak's mount, much like Battle Cat and Panther were Skeletor and He-Man's, but to me, this just, again, because of that head, the overall bug body, this was Mosquito's ride, you know?
I see it. Those eyes.
Totally.
Such beautiful eyes.
So left, you see there's the Mosquito concept art, which they, it's pretty. It's not, the silhouette's pretty similar to the final toy, other than mostly the boots are different. But of course, the color scheme was revamped for the final toy. I know I posted this the other day, and Pixel Dan was like, Mattel, make this prototype version for your sketchbook series.
Right? I want this blue, silver, I dig it. Like, I like the colors he came out in, but I dig it. So
as a person who admires and loves the weirdness, like the Mosquito as a character is super weird anyways. But Mattel, if you're listening, I would buy the sketchbook collection Mosquito over the Masterverse New Eternia Mosquito any day. In fact, I've been hesitant to buy the Masterverse one just because he's so perfect. He's just a perfect figure. He's really, really great. But give us this sketchbook series one with the weird colors, the blue and the black and the silver, and the dead eyes. I mean, that's what gets me.
Yeah.
That's what really gets me here.
And we know you're listening, Mattel, because we know you watch every time we do a show.
They love watching this show. In fact, they're in the chat right now.
Right? No, we totally, and I'll be completely honest, I'd like another Mosquito with the bigger chest window from when we were a kid. That was the only thing that I found disappointing about the Origins Mosquito. And I can say the same thing about, Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Armor Skeletor, is that smaller window for the actual feature. I don't know. It just, I like this so much, the bigger, thing. But I mean, whatever.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
At least we got actions with them.
That's the thing, and a lot of people talk about this with the Origins figures. The action features aren't as exciting.
Looking at you, Cobra Khan.
Yep, and so there's certain things like that that definitely doesn't sour Origins for me, but makes it a little bit less exciting. The Origins Mosquito, I'll never get rid of him. It's great to have him standing, but I don't have a vintage Mosquito, and I'd much rather have that.
If we never got Hose Nose and Dragon Blaster Skeletor with squirting features, I wouldn't bitch about my Cobra Khan. But I want my Cobra Khan, Mattel. I want my squirting Cobra Khan.
Yeah. Makes sense. And we want sketchbook series Mosquito here. Pixel Dan, you've got some sway here. Definitely just shout out to Mattel. Let them know that you're hoping that this comes out, and I'm sure it will.
Pressure campaign starts.
Yes.
I mean, they don't really need to do much different from what they've already put out. It's
just
mostly just a color swap.
Yeah,
they could do the boot. They could change up the boots to be more like that, and that'd be cool.
They could, even if they didn't, just the color swap would probably be okay.
We were talking about it earlier tonight. The Samurai He-Man has very similar style feet to that.
Right? Yeah, that's true. Just different views of the figure with the button on the back, of course, to operate the blood window screwing effect.
He is a cool figure.
He is cool.
Yeah,
I think he's probably. I put him in the top two for the end of the line figures, him and Scareglow. I think.
Yeah. So one thing I'm just noticing here, and it's the picture, it's the angle of it with the squat legs. One of the things that always bugged me is how short the legs were for Ratlore. Mm-hmm. And mind you, when you stare at Mosquito head on, those legs don't look any shorter. But this image from behind that we were just looking at,
yeah,
he looks like his trunks are drooping, Like he
Yep.
like he needs to pull his pants up, and he's
Yeah.
got stumpy legs. It's only in the rear shot here for some reason. It just again, I know it's that forward shape of the legs going forward. They're not coming directly down. And then you
Right.
got the big boots on the bottom. It just makes it look like his legs are extra stumpy and he needs to pull his pants up. Mind you,
Yeah.
with the chest emblem on the front, you don't even notice about the trunks looking down or that he may have an elongated torso from your average Motu figure.
I love that he's an Ace Frehley fan. You know
Right?
he's a fan of Space Ace, right? You know, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the shorts
Oh, yeah.
and the boots. He's a fan of Kiss. You know that. He's part of the Kiss
100.
Army.
100%.
Yeah. Love it. Shout out to Ace Frehley who passed recently.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, KISS stands for Knights in Satan's Circle.
Yeah.
Grandma, circle ain't spelled with an S.
Oh man, so good.
That's just
Oh.
the catalog picture.
Yeah, I love it.
I had so much fun just pumping the button and watching the blood trail down. I'm pretty sure there were people in my neighborhood convinced I was going to be a serial killer one day.
Yeah. Well,
Because I loved these weird, gory features on stuff.
yeah, I mean, even
Yeah.
with just having Skeletor, if you're a kid with Skeletor, you know, your uncle or aunt or grandma comes around and they're like, I'm a little worried about, you know, little Skelly, you know, with his interest in skulls here. But like things, the 80s were a phenomenal time. The fact that the gun could be influenced by H.R. Geiger and they would just slip it in this like weird, organic, almost phallic, you know, the movie Alien inspired weapon and just give it to this weird character in 1986. And everybody just is like, all right, you know, this is my kid's toy. All right, Blake.
Blake, good to see you, brother. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, the 80s were an amazing time.
Right.
Parents were scared for us, but, you know,
we weren't educated enough to be scared for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Loved it. Love it.
So these are some well-known variants. On the left,
Mm.
you've got the Top Toys Black Blood Mosquitor,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which my understanding is they ran out of the red pigment, so they substituted black. And then there's the Spanish Mosquitor with the blue gun.
Yeah. Adam, do you have any of these?
No, I've got a regular standard Mosquitor, and that's it.
Yeah, I gotta get myself one of these days. But boy, I would love to see the Black Blood Mosquitor in person.
Yeah,
For real, yeah.
It'd be great to see that.
Just to have it in hand once. Just be cool.
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Blake does ask if anybody is headed to Legions Con next week. Unfortunately, I will not be this year. Fully intended to go, and I cannot make it.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not going. Adam, you? I know you're.
No.
Well, Adam's a huge Legions fan now.
I know he's.
Well, I've got the Cosmic Legions, but yeah, I'd like to go someday, but
yeah,
not this year.
not this year.
Packaging. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say maybe we'll see. Maybe some booth will have one of these at Motuniverse this year in May.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know.
Never
what people
say
bring
never.
to those things.
Yeah.
So the artwork on the front is, I think, by Bruce Timm, and then the Errol McCarthy with the artwork on the back. That's this kind of the standard U.S. packaging there.
Yeah. So good.
And speaking of Monstroid, right down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Such a beautiful toy. Such a beautiful toy.
Yeah.
And
Ain't got Monstroid yet here, Mattel.
yeah, where's Monstroid?
Yeah.
Do either of you guys have a vintage Monstroid?
I do.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. I saw
He
one
was
in
up there.
Yeah, I saw one in a store not too long ago. It was like $250, and
I wanted to have Monstroid battle my Spydor because they just seemed like they would be mortal enemies.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
He probably breaks Spider's legs though.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would with the spinning gimmick. I mean, if he didn't actually like snap the leg, he would at least pop it out of the socket.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the weight of Spydor walking would pop its leg out of the socket.
Wow.
I love that toy though. It was probably the wear and tear for me playing with it so much more than anything else.
Oh, is this the same artist? Yeah.
Yeah, Errol McCarthy. Those are like
McCarthy.
promo art for Mosquitor.
Yeah. God, so good.
And this one, like, he's got regular sized legs.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Which looks a bit more like the Origins version.
Yes.
Because that one didn't have the tiny little legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they managed to fix Mosquitor's legs for Origins, but Rattler still got the stumpy legs.
Yeah. There's just a little bio. Basically, he's the Horde vampire. For some reason, they say he looks like a normal insectoid. He doesn't look like a normal insectoid. He looks like a mechanical bug
Yeah.
of some kind.
I mean, we don't know. He could look normal for his species. This is the only
Maybe.
one we ever seen.
What is normal, anyways? Yeah.
But it's funny because like they talk about like sucking people dry or sucking his victims dry, and it's very clearly he's supposed to be a bloodsucker. But on the packaging, it's like they soften it like he's gonna drain the energy from his enemy.
Yeah.
They don't mention blood.
Draining insectoid. Yeah.
I figured out what it was real quick.
Yep.
He's got this little needle-like nose, and you can pump blood through his chest. It didn't take a genius to figure that one out.
He's a chupacabra,
That's it. He's the goat
Horde
sucker.
They're saying he's sucking the energy out. Sure, he might be an energy vampire, but he's got the blood display.
Wasn't that like Leech's gimmick too? Like he was supposed to suck the energy out of stuff.
Yeah,
man,
same thing.
The Horde has a very big oral fixation. Let me just tell you that.
They do for sure.
Oh man, love it.
So here we've got our William George poster art with Mosquitor.
God, it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
I can't even with this art. William George, it just kills me every single time I see these posters, the advertisements. It's just they're so beautiful.
Well, again, it was like he was handed the toy and told, put the toy in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
And he nails it for every one of them. You can always tell because they actually look like the toy. Whereas other artists were given the description, maybe sent some concept art, and then kind of did their thing from there. It was like, no, the toys were in production at this point. Here is a sample of the toy. Make it happen in the poster art. And it's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Although, do not put Spikegore in your slime.
No,
pit,
I was
friends.
Just thinking that.
Do not put Spikegore in. Maybe this is why so many of us did it.
Yeah.
But do not. Yeah. He was a pain to clean that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that was the vintage one. Imagine if this guy.
Oh my God!
Imagine if this guy got the slime on him.
No way.
You have to run him to the dishwasher.
I'm not even sure that would finish. No.
Oh man.
And then there's his little appearance on the Masters of the Universe magazine.
I've never seen this one before.
Yeah, grabbed by Turbodactyl.
I know I ask this a lot, but Adam, do you have any copies of the Masters of the Universe magazine?
I've got two,
do.
and I need to scan them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty cool. I've got one of the posters up. They're worth it. Like the magazine itself isn't that great. Like usually the comic art inside isn't the best, but the posters are just amazing.
Hey, Curtis.
We got Curtis Mackerman.
I've been thinking about trying to get Masters of the Universe magazine copies and also Muppet magazine, which came out around the same time.
I think probably one of the hardest parts about finding stuff like this is because, again, a lot of this stuff was bought for us.
Yeah, and taking kids cutting them up and taking the posters out, and
right. Not all of us thought about preserving these very well, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. It really is a shame.
Yeah,
it's cool.
You can get. I haven't looked for like some of the later ones. I don't know if they're harder to get, but I got one semi recently for like $25 or something.
That's
so
not
they're
that bad.
They're not terrible to get.
I mean, considering what people spend for a new magazine today, you're like dead on. So
yeah, magazine. I was just looking at that.
Magazines, $20 to
like
$25.
$20.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I remember when Star Wars Galaxy magazine went from like $5.99 to $7.99. I was like, that's insanity.
Forget it. I'm never buying that again.
My Wizard magazine jumped from $4 to $8.
Oh,
that's
man.
criminal.
There we go. Look at that.
There's his comic. It's where he gives Dragstore a what for. Basically, Dragstore dares to question him. He doesn't look tough, so he basically just.
Dragstore says, "What's up with this guy? He's got a straw, so he get to the bottom of his cup. That's not really scary."
Oh, I don't feel so good. Poor Dragstore.
It's he gave him a flat tire.
Yeah.
He punctured his wheel.
And again, they're talking about life force here. It's the euphemisms to avoid saying the word blood.
They did the same thing in the new mini comic too, didn't they?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. Oh, where do I have my box of the mini comics? I think I got it right over here. Oh, I can't quite reach it from here. But yeah, like he was, because it was the Buzzsaw, Hordak, and Mosquitor came out as the deluxe figures for like wave 3 or 4. And like his thing was he was going around sucking the energy from things and putting it in the tank to bring Hordak through to Eternia, if I remember, or whatever tank he was in. And I thought that tank was going to be the way they were going to try to get us on the slime pit, but no.
So there's a couple of other appearances. The Star Comics, and that's where you get that extra head from the Origins one.
Yeah,
right.
I love that design.
Yeah, and then he also shows up in the newspaper comics with a very interesting.
I gotta get the newspaper comics book. I got
it. Yeah, it's a good book. I've got a bunch of so Danielle Galerter worked on that. She sent me a bunch of her materials from that book.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Like some of the comics and like correspondence from the artists who worked on it to Mattel. So there's stuff I got to scan.
So good.
She sent me. Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you ever think about going to like a local Kinko's or Staples and like, I need to rent out as many of your scanners as I can? I got a lot of stuff to scan here, and I ain't trying to do it all night. Like, I need you and like a team of your workers.
Yeah, that would probably save me a lot of time because I've just got like a little consumer scanner.
The hard part about that is though now is like, where do you find a Staples or a Kinko's anymore?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, all the Staples are gone from my area.
Oh yeah, just closed up the last couple around here.
There's a FedEx Kinko's still in so not too far from my work, and every time I drive by it, I'm like, "Are you still there?"
Well, it's like that last vestige. It's more the FedEx that's keeping that Kinko's alive.
Yep.
The reverse.
I have such fond memories of going to Kinko's and making punk show flyers.
Get your copies made,
in
get
the
your
90s.
posters made.
Yeah, so much fun.
You
man.
know, walk into them, they can blow it up for you so they can get it on a poster.
Hanging out there like for 5 hours, just getting all that stuff done and collaging right there on the little tables using their glue and their scissors and stuff. Like that's a bygone era, man.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of sad, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they had all the tools for you to do that stuff there on site.
On the table.
You could just use it. You know, like if you're getting your copies and stuff like that made, you could use everything they got right there.
I'm going to start making thumbnails for my YouTube channel at Kinko's and then scanning them just to keep Kinko's in business.
Right.
Bring in.
Forget Canva.
All right. Bring in your stack of like magazines, you know, because you got to cut them up while you're there to make the poster.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of a good idea. I'm sorry I said it out loud now. Expect future thumbnails, folks, to look like the quality of this Mosquito image that we're looking at right now.
So this episode brought to you by Kinko's. As we are now the official sponsors of the Kinko's Revolution.
That's right. That's right.
We will get people out and into the Kinko's again.
That's right. There's a good chance that your Kinko's is right next to a GameStop. So get out there, folks.
Nerds.
I'm talking to you, Curtis. Get out there and use a Kinko's.
We're all nerds here.
We are.
Love it that way.
So this is just where we go. Like, here's the mosquitoes that have been made. The classics one, which I have the classics. I don't have the NECA. I'd love to get the NECA someday.
Oh man, the NECA action figure to me is like
it rules.
That is the pinnacle Mosquito. Got like the hypodermic needle tanks on his back. Like, dude, this guy is gonna give you an STD. Hooked on all kinds of stuff you don't want to be
hepatitis.
Like he is the baddest dude in the horde.
Yeah, he's terrifying. But it's something I just noticed right now. I've only seen a few images of the NECA Staction, but the fact that he has the horde bat on his back to hold up those tubes of blood, that's brilliant design right there. 4 Horsemen are amazing.
If I remember correctly, they wanted to add like actual wings to the back, but they couldn't. And that's where they kind of came up with this idea.
Right.
Now, did the classics have the pumping action, or is it just red?
Chest plate.
It's just red. Yeah, chest plate.
Okay. Like it's a red lens over the chest plate. Like underneath of it, it's actually like a whitish color, and they put a red lens over.
Got it. Still looks. It's an amazing figure.
Yeah, it's cool. Great. It's definitely cool. I like the fact that they added the little legs to it. It's crazy. We just hadn't gotten wings until the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I like the legs actually.
Yeah.
But it's not. He's a mosquito though, so that doesn't make as much sense. Like,
right?
I know, but with the Staction, you get the digitigrade legs, plus like it's got the little like arms on the back of classics. They're kind of like on the front and sides there of the Staction. Like they had all of those elements, but it made more sense for WebStore to have them than necessarily Mosquito. But I mean, he's still an insect, so he's got 6 legs.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a Masterverse figure. I'm sorry I didn't get that. I'm regretting is the Web Store Masterverse figure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That's a good
Oh.
figure. I don't know why I sat on that.
You know what? I think that was what discouraged me from collecting any more New Eternia Masterverse was the fact that I missed like
Yeah.
that wave, and there were some really, really good ones to the point now where Carol has all my Masterverse stuff. I don't own it anymore.
Oh wow, that's cool that you gave it to Carol. That's cool.
She was getting more use out of it than I was. I was
Yeah,
getting more Horseman stuff and needed some
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
room.
makes
Yeah.
sense. My microphone right now is on a box that has Masterverse New Eternia in there.
That's awesome.
They're in the box. But it's the core villains minus Triclops. The core villains are great. That second New Eternia Beastman that came out is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the first one was great, but the second one's really good too.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a favorite because they're both damn.
They're both good. They're both good. Now those are those wings that they included.
Right.
The new Masterverse
Mosquitara.
Mosquitor. Yeah. Yeah, I ran across her in a Rite Aid once and almost bought her, but I didn't.
Again, a really cool remake of a character that we like that, although not the norm, was definitely a really cool take on it. And
Yeah.
I loved the fact that they added those wings. It's just a fun figure. And
Mm-hmm.
then again, you got the Origins, which to me is like, yeah, we fixed those stumpy legs.
Yeah, I like the Origins one.
Although
good.
the head is a little too big, I think.
It's a much bigger
It
head. Yeah.
feels way too big for it, even
Yeah.
though like it's got to be around the same size as the original.
It's bigger. I compared
Is
them.
it?
Yeah, it is bigger. I don't think I've got a picture side by side with them, but when I just in person compared them.
I think the chest on the older one is bigger, and so it makes the
Right.
head. The Origins one, the head looks bigger because the chest is smaller.
All right, next vintage toy shop I roll into, I'm just ripping the head off of a Mosquitor and vintage Mosquitor, and don't ask no questions. I'm gonna roll up in there. I'm gonna rip the head off of a vintage Mosquitor. I'm gonna find an Origins one, and I'm gonna hit it with the Pixel Dan. It's comparison time.
It's
There
comparison
you
time.
go.
I'm gonna go to the next slide, Adam, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
just step away for just a moment. And I'll be right back in just a few seconds, guys.
Okay. And there's our Masterverse New Eternia Mosquitor.
Yeah, again, with a lot of the sculpts that they got coming out now through Masterverse, I feel like I should have never given them to my sister. But at the same
Mhm.
point in time, something had to give in the collection.
Right.
I had to be able to say no to something. And the easiest way for me to say no is again, give that part of the collection away. And then it's like, okay, now it's out of here, out of sight, out of mind. I can be happy with, what I have that I am collecting and live vicariously through others. Like again, Kenzo, Cobb, Brick, those guys are doing a great job covering these Masterverse figures, and I get to see the exposure of it. I mean, I still get excited when I see new Masterverse in my local Targets
Mhm.
Yeah.
because for a while they really weren't getting any. And then all of a sudden, like stuff started showing up like 3 and 4 waves later, and it's been pretty consistent. Not everything is shown up, but
Hey, Oz, you said something really great, and that is Kenzo and Cobb, taking the time, investing in these figures and taking the time to showcase them. And, without them, I think I would feel sadder about not having some of these figures. But they really, their videos are so great. Folks, if you aren't if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to Kenzo's channel or Cobweb Collector's channel, like get
Or
out there and
Brick Something.
subscribe. Or Brick Something too. Thank you.
he's
Oz.
another champion of the Masterverse.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean,
with good reason.
Might as well just look through the chat and just subscribe to all these folks. Curtis, Get out there and watch all these channels. But yeah, without Cobweb and Kenzo, I think I would feel more of the pull to try and get out there and find them. But
and definitely subscribe to Toy Collector Magazine, not a channel, the actual magazine. It's
subscribe to the actual magazine.
When people say that you have issues, you can say, yes, I get 6 of them a year.
Good one.
Yeah. And they're all toy related.
All toy related. I don't have a toy problem. I have toy issues.
There you go.
That's right.
Blake has to quote you on the cover of the next Toy Collector magazine, saying that I don't have a toy problem. I have toy issues. Subscribe today.
Blake, if you want me to help write your ads, you know where to find me.
You're good at this, Oz.
I try. But yeah, this figure looks gorgeous. I love the way the wings just they slick down. They even got like that cape look to them behind them. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. Absolutely love it. I can definitely see it. I can see it. Yeah. It's like maybe they blew them up a little bit and made
them a little thicker and
not as
very
thin.
Similar. Yeah,
I dig it.
I gotta say, if they were red, I think I'd enjoy them more.
Right, less pink, more red. I think they were just trying to do that translucent plastic look though that they did for Buzz Off's wings. But guess what? His are still yellow. It's not like
it's a nod to the CGI cartoon, which is great. Like we haven't seen that. We haven't really seen that yet in the Masterverse New Eternia line, and it really should at this stage be, according to the rules of New Eternia, they've got to be referencing all of the different versions of these characters. So that makes sense. Sure. I give Mattel props for taking that chance. That's cool.
Right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're ever going to see any of the other CGI versions from that cartoon actually in Masterverse. We got He-Man, we got Skeletor in Masterverse from that line in that bigger, bulkier style from the CGI. But they weren't going to go back and redo all the other figures again.
Yeah.
Just those ones.
Honor you. Yeah, I've seen the Masterverse figures dwindle from Targets for sure.
So fortunately, the ones around me are still getting them. Unfortunately, I can't find the figures that I'm looking for because again, I'm staying out of these. But I take my small wins, considering none of my Walmarts have any Motu.
Yeah, that is weird because there's still like one or two that have Motu stuff, and then like I told you. Did I say it before we started or after? But the one that I used to go to all the time when Origins were first coming out, they'd always have the newest figures right on time, and then they just stopped selling Masters figures. And but when I went over there last month, they had some cartoon collection figures back. So
that's cool. And you know what? Hey, I have been hitting up. Last weekend had Connor over, and Connor's been wanting the Power Rangers Reignition figures. And I told him, you know what? Well, this is the time of the year that if we can find them, Christmas is coming, so Daddy can see what he can do.
There you go.
And we'd been stopping at other Walmarts and other Targets for a while, and they hadn't had anything. Or the stuff that we would find would be the same at all of them.
Yeah.
Go to a Walmart, we could find Green Ranger, Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger. Find the Triceratops. You can find the T-Rex Zord. That was it.
Yeah.
Every single one of them, that was all that they had. Last weekend out with Connor, we went to a couple stores we hadn't visited in a while on a side of town where we hadn't been to more recently. So we popped in and we went looking to see what they had. So apparently Walmart doesn't have the timed exclusivity anymore. Target started getting them in. Target has a 5-pack for all 5 of the core Rangers and a Goldar figure that I didn't even know was coming out. All in one shot, you get all 5 of the Rangers and one of the biggest villains. Same store. had Rita Repulsa and a Putty, the only two villains that I did know about because they were on the card backs of some of the other ones. All four, there was 4 out of the 5 Zords to create the Megazord. Had the Pterodactyl, Saber-tooth Tiger, Triceratops, Mastodon. They had all those. And I'm like, man, they had the Blade Blaster. They had the Power Morpher with the Power Coins, which is something else Connor's been talking up a lot. I'm like, this is nuts. Haven't found anything for weeks. One day the store's got all of it. And of course, by the time I get here again, they might not have any of it. And then we stopped at a Walmart that's a little bit further down the road from them. And there they had the Green Ranger and they had the T-Rex Zord again. So I'm like, okay, so the only thing that I know that exists for this line that I have not seen in a store yet is the Dragon Dagger that they remade. And it comes with the Green Ranger's Power Coin. So, yeah, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for those. And Uncle Chris and I are going to be running around to some shops. We were going to try to make it to Maryland Toy Expo this weekend because their it's a one-day show, but they do it twice a year. So they do one like spring, summer, and then they do one in the fall right before Christmas. We had a couple of people asking if we were going to try to go to that because it's November 1st, this Saturday. And I was like, yeah, we might be able to make it. We're going to try to make it. And then I'm realizing, no, we need to kind of go out and get that other stuff before it's gone. And because these new Power Ranger toys, they're made by Playmates, they're more affordable than most. You know, because Playmates will sell you a figure for $10 a pop, kind of like McFarlane was doing with Superpowers. The Reignition figures are $10 a piece. The Zords are like $20 a piece as opposed to like some $40 Zord, or, you know, you get all 5 of them together in one. It's like well over $120 or something. Nope. You're just, you know, $20 a Zord. You get all 5. It's $100.
I think like there are some companies that are really trying to put out figures that are affordable, and that's extremely admirable. I'd much rather support a company that's trying to sell their figures at a rate that makes those toys available to everyone, as opposed to $20 an action figure. And you know, Spin Master and Jack's Pacific, these companies are making pretty cool and pretty high quality toys that are like $5, $7, $8.
Jack's Pacific with their like World of Nintendo figures.
Yeah,
like I've got the Link and like Zelda from that line. Those are pretty cool figures. Yeah. I mean, are they the greatest of quality? No. I'm not expecting 4 Horsemen quality from a $10 figure.
No. But if you're gonna pay, you know, $4.99 for a Nelson that looks like he popped right out of your TV, like, to me that's amazing. Or like this, I don't talk a lot about this on the channel, but like I try to do videos every once in a while. But the Spin Master 3.75 inch Superman 78 figures are $7.99. And that looks, that if you can't, it's hard to get up close and see, but that does look like Margot Kidder.
I got the Superman for my brother.
The
78 Superman. Yeah.
Also, guys, just a little piece of advice. I don't know if you've looked them up on eBay, but for some reason these Spin Master figures, they're $7.99 in the stores, but people are selling them on eBay for like $40-$50. I don't know why they're going up in price so aggressively, but they're very cool and just extremely affordable. Maybe
people aren't finding them.
Maybe that's
you know, so because again, like I look at a lot of times when a figure comes out, especially like something that I see a lot of people are finding in their store and they're not. Like for me, I've got to order my Thundercats from the Thundercats Grayskull figures. I got to order those online because I'm not finding them in store.
Yeah.
So when you go to that third-party market, well, who's actually selling them?
Yeah.
Is it being sold online at a retailer, or is it some guy who went to his local retailer, found them all, cornered the market, and now he's selling them $40 a pop.
That bothers me.
I hate it when people do it, but we all know it happens.
But I can also say too, I know it happened, and also those folks, if they're making some money off of going on a trip for us without us having to pay for gas and stuff to go out on the hunt, to go to 10 different Targets or Walmarts to try and find something, sure, it makes sense to pay them that little extra money. But like also patience is key. Like I'd been looking every single time I go into a Target for that lowest lane, because I found all the others pretty quickly. But the lowest lane was always, I was never able to find her, and then just like last week I found her, and the Skeletor, the Honor You was saying something about being tempted by the Vintage Collection Masterverse. Like the Skeletor from the Vintage Collection Masterverse, I never saw him in a store.
Nope.
And he was selling the website for Walmart was selling it for like $45. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get that. And so,
Kenny, I told you, tell me what they got at your Ross. Because I know I'm not going to find Skelra at my Ross for $15.
Although I think like it's kind of been fun to just try and go every once in a while and see what you find.
When I'm by there, I pop in. Anytime I'm by there, I pop in.
Yeah.
You know what I did find this past week when we were doing that trip with Connor? There's an Ollie's that was kind of on the way. So you pop into an Ollie's just to see what they got. And right now they start getting in a lot of the stuff for Christmas. And while we were there, we were looking around. They had a bunch of cool stuff. One of the main reasons I popped in, because Corey, Make Shape Create, had mentioned that they had the X-Men 97 Storm with the Blackbird jet for like $13.99. And I was like, oh, cool. He said they had a bunch of them at his, but, I hadn't checked mine, so popped in. Sure enough, they got it there. It's $13.99, which is less than the cost of a figure, like a regular Legends figure. And I want that Storm because she's got the mohawk hair that I like from the 80s.
Yeah.
So.
And it's I think patience is part of what we need to remember, and as collectors, because those things will show up eventually, and then
I don't want the FOMO to get you, but there is a fine line with that patience.
Yeah,
because again, played the patience game with the web store for Masterverse.
Yeah, that's an example of how problematic it can be too. Yeah, for sure.
Totally got screwed.
Yeah,
played the patience game with the Snake Men waves when they first came out. Well, guess what? They didn't. And not only did they not show up here, that was around the same time they stripped my Walmart of their Motu sections. So they were never coming to my stores. So there is a fine line, because then by the time I go back and I'm like, all right, well, let me get it from BBTS or anything, guess who was sold out? So there's a fine line. Like if you're okay paying that at retail price, go for it. Don't necessarily play clearance chicken.
Or you can just wait another 20 years and get them for less.
$250. Oh wait,
for less or more.
It depends.
That's the other gamble, right? Yeah.
Well,
not every line is Power of the Force 2, where you can get them for the same price they were brand new in store now.
Yeah.
if you want the San Diego Adam and He-Man set,
Oh yeah.
You've seen those on those are like people want like $500 for it.
I have not taken a look at those. The last time I actually right, that's what people are asking. Not sure if it actually sells. Look, after this thing, I was like, you know what? If that's the only con exclusive I ever have in my collection, it's worth it. It's enough. Thank you again, David, so much. Thank you guys so much.
Until he shows up as a con exclusive at Motooniverse.
Easily,
Yes.
that guy who sold that one for $10 will be smacking himself when that guy's sitting up there at a nice hefty $350 to $400. Because you know that Burger King, he's coming for your Whoppers.
It's amazing. I was just staring at him just now as I put him down on the desk.
Crazy.
It's
Crazy.
amazing. Well, what do you guys have coming up? Anything interesting? Anything exciting you want to share with the folks that are watching?
I've got. See, I just did the Green Goddess article on Battleground Blog, and now I'm like scanning stuff and trying to fill out. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do on He-Man.org, so like I need to fill out like the rest of the. There's the Origins toy collecting section, Masterverse, She-Ra, and 2000X. So that's kind of working on all that stuff at once.
That's awesome. Is He-Man.org getting a lot of traction? Are you able to measure that? And
yeah, it's good. I don't have like a. I need to find a tool that like measures actual traffic, but it seems to be getting either as much or slightly more than Battleground Blog, as far as I can tell. So
that's not bad.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
And I noticed that your social media presence has increased substantially as far as like regularity of you posting, and then also the amount of people commenting and following.
Yeah, that's gone up a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
I get notifications from Facebook that Adam has posted something new. Like, I haven't gotten Facebook notifications for the longest time. And recently my phone has been telling me, hey, Battleground Blog has just posted. And I'm like, oh, really?
Hey,
I try to keep it fresh if I can.
Well, you're doing a good job. I see something new every day on there, and it's awesome.
Thank you.
Arya says, Arya is inspired by tonight's episode, which is cool. I'm gonna make some other stuff I have in mind. I still need a lot of ideas. I mean, send us the photos like you've been doing, Arya. Continue to send us photos of the stuff you're working on. Like, we'd love to see that stuff. Curtis says, I get notifications that Oz is beautiful. Oz is the guy that keeps bringing people back to the frenzy. He's our Vanna White.
Hey, Guillermo del Toro is going to be coming because of this beauty. I'm just saying.
That's absolutely
I'm
true.
going to get him somehow when I can find some way of contacting him. I'll try smoke signals next.
Yeah, and then he's going to put you in a movie, and then
I'm going to find him on MySpace or LiveJournal.
There you go.
LiveJournal. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What about Friendster?
Oh yeah, we'll get him on the Friendster. I'll hit him up on the old IRC chats.
That's awesome. Do you guys remember Friendster? Oh my God.
Yeah. Right off the heels of Napster.
Yeah. So cool.
Strange time in the internet.
How about you, Oz? What you got coming up?
Well, there's always the usual thing. Catch us Saturday night for another Clubhouse, as we're going to be opening up some toys and just talking about having a lot of fun with that. We've got this. We've talked about it for a while.